Feels good to be back in the Model 3. Well, good morning, guys. Beautiful rainy day today. Just a few days after Christmas at this point, and tell you what, it feels so good to be back in my car. We traveled out of state up to Minnesota to visit my wife's family for Christmas. Also for our anniversary. Our wedding anniversary is the day after Christmas. 26th anniversary. So anyway, we over the summer we went up and visited them, and I did a full video taking the Model 3. Did a full video on that trip up and the supercharging experience and talking to people with the car up there and all that. So I'll put a link at the end of this video linking to that out-of-state trip using the Model 3. But this time we didn't take the Model 3, and gotta tell you, it was quite the experience. Now, as just a quick explanation as to why we didn't take it, we were caravanning with another car. Our entire family went, including my adult daughter and her husband and my adult son, who no longer live at our house, and so they were driving. And since they were going to be stopping for gas anyway, my wife said, you know what, we're going to have to stop to charge a couple times, and they're going to be stopping for gas, and so caravanning would be a little strange. Plus, she has an all-wheel drive Ford Fusion 2014, real good car, and she said, just in case we get stuck in snow, why don't we just take my car? It's all-wheel drive, we can stop for gas as they stop for gas. So we decided to leave the Model 3 at home and take my wife's Ford Fusion. And I've often told her that that is the ultimate road tripping car. And I got to tell you, it really is. It's a super comfortable car. It is plenty torquey and powerful and smooth, and the highway gas mileage is pretty good. And it's just, it's a large car, so it's spacious and a lot of luggage space and all that. So I don't mind traveling in it. I really enjoy it. But I got to tell you, since doing out-of-state traveling in the Model 3, you know, felt like I was back in the Stone Age driving her car, even though, again, it's long been my favorite road tripping car that we've ever owned until we got this. So just the lack of autopilot was one thing. Overall torque and smoothness on the road, I mean, it just, and the technology, the Ford Sync system in their tiny little screen for the nav and all that, I mean, it functions, but I gotta tell you, it is such a different experience driving a Tesla. And being that this is just a rear-wheel drive Model 3, it's the most basic car they make, or it did until the mid-range car just came out. But yet it is far above any other car we've ever had. Costs a little more, but far above. And not just for local driving, I mean road tripping. This car is just, it's fantastic. And you know, when I bought it, I knew it would be nicer to travel in, but I didn't really realize the full extent of that. This thing has a better lumbar support. It's got a double bag lumbar support, so there's mid-back adjustment and lower back adjustment, and the airbags for the lumbar adjust further, so I can mess with that while driving and not have to get out of the car and stretch as often. And I can't say enough good about traveling with the Model 3. And the main reason for this video was because one of the biggest questions I get is road tripping in the Model 3. And I've done a couple other road trip videos with the car, and I've explained some things, but going from this car, which is just short of 27,000 miles at this point, so I've gotten very used to it, and going back into my wife's normal gas-powered car, which it's a 2014, it's a late model car, it's nice, it's full leather, it's a nice car. But moving from this to that, I noticed a little bit of a difference. But after driving it round trip of almost 1,000 miles and getting back in this thing, huge difference. I mean, monumental. So I think if at all possible, we're going to be taking this car for out-of-state trips from now on. So anyway, just thought I'd give you guys that sort of interesting observation, and hope you guys had a good Christmas, and New Year's is coming up, and it's been a great year for me, a wonderful time with the car, and I'm looking forward to feeding you guys some more content in this next year, and I'm really excited to see what's coming up. So anyway, thanks guys, have a good one. My referral code will be a link in the description below. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.